Good afternoon. Hello, Marcia. Hey, Stella. Welcome, everybody. I think I got my camera down a little bit. All right, guys. I hope you all are doing great wherever you are. Thank you whether you're watching from Facebook or YouTube. And if you are watching live, thank you for joining me live. It is 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday, March 24th. And we're going to be doing what I would have done last night, but I was gone all day. I was out visiting a friend at her land. So a huge shout out to Raquel Long and for having me over. Their place was gorgeous. Her new home was gorgeous. I got to see all kinds of animals, cows, baby calves, horses. We even ran into an armadillo. And when I was leaving, I had to stop in the middle of the road to let some turkeys pass. I had a great time, but I had to leave before it got to be too dark. And I'm glad that I got to leave by the time it goes dark because I don't do very well driving in at nighttime. I prefer not to. And so, but I got home at a decent hour, and so I didn't have my live last night. And so I thought, we got to wrap up this Gnomes for Spring stuff, guys. So that's what we're going to do today. The final project for the Gnomes for Spring that I would have finished up last night, we're going to finish that today so we can mark Gnomes off of our list and then figure out where we're going to go from there, right? So I want to welcome you. And let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do our drawing at the end of the video. And I'm actually going to do two drawings. I'm going to do for last Saturday night, and then I'm going to do for last Sunday as well. And let me bring my fingers are cold. Y'all see my purple tips on my fingers? Like, I'm having a hard time, and I'm thinking once I get going and moving, they'll warm up, but I brought my little heater a little bit closer to me. I'm going to put my hands on my heater real quick just to help warm them up. But when you come in, say hello. Let's see. This is project 4. This is the 4th and final project for Gnomes. And let me give you the little sneak peek there on the instructions, kind of what we're going to be doing today. There's just a little bit of stamping. There's one thing we're going to stamp. And do I have all the other ones? I think I have them where I can grab them if I need to at the last minute. All the other projects to show like the entire collection, but yeah, so I'm just trying to get some blood flow back into my fingers, and my fingers have been on my heater and my tips are still purple. So they go a little bit numb, but once the blood starts flowing back into them, it starts to feel a whole lot better. Hello, Alice from Indiana. All right, so let's go ahead and start with page number 1, which I think this is page number 1. Let me put number 2 back here and get all our pieces out. I'm pretty certain I have all my pieces already ready. I tried to do that at the very beginning when I was doing all the cutting and stuff like that. So I got all my pieces. Ooh, there we go. There we go. And our base is going to be the white daisy. And why does that look crooked? Because it is. There you go. And there's those lines again. Let me see if I can fix that. Thanks, because the light is too far down. Oh my God. We'll go with that. All right. All right. Thank you for sharing, Alice. All right. Let's see. Let me move that over here. I've been working on some pillow gifts for retreat. And so I've got some stuff over here to the left of me that I was trying to move out of the way. All right. We got a lot of little pieces over here. Let's go ahead and get started with page number 1. I'm going to bring my little instructions a little bit closer so I can see them. And the first one that we're going to pick up is the this limeade zip strip, and let's put some adhesive on that. Go along the edge here. Y'all, it is kind of like a gloomy day here in San Antonio. Yeah, we hear you, Archie. We're gonna put this zip strip on the far left piece of this White Daisy cardstock, but it's windy out there. I don't know what's blowing in the air, but oh my goodness, it needs to stop because it is interfering with me sneezing. All right, so we got that piece on, and then now we're going to be doing some layering of one of the, let me get all my pieces here. It says to layer this honey butter piece and the 1.5 piece strip of glacier onto the largest piece of limeade, which is this. And based on the picture, it looks like it looks like that, kind of like a mat. That piece of limeade looks kind of big for what I'm seeing on my on the picture. Oh goodness, I need some glasses, y'all. It just looks matted, so I'm just gonna mat it. If this is a little bit too wide, I don't think it matters because based on the picture, I'm gonna mat it. I'm gonna mat it to where if I need to trim it, I can trim it. How about that? All right, so let's put this down at the bottom. We're gonna leave about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. This is the mat for the pictures. There's gonna be 2 pictures that go down the center of this layout. And also while I'm thinking about it, I wanted to ask you guys, when you well, let me just ask, do you enjoy watching the scrapbook layouts, or are you more card making? So I guess just let me know, you're more of a card maker, or you are more of a scrapbooker, or you want to get into scrapbooking, you just don't know where to start. Man, these cats are kind of crazy. I'm really thinking this piece of limeade is too wide. So I'm going to make an executive decision and trim it down to where it shows like 1/4 of an inch. So what is this right now? It's 4.5. We're going to take it down to 4.25. I'm really thinking this is like 1/4 of an inch. Let's take it down. Oh, they're chasing each other, y'all. Y'all can't see it, but the cats are chasing each other. Okay, let's do this a little bit more. I don't know. This kind of looks odd to me. All right, we're gonna leave it alone at that. If you're a scrapbooker, are you just interested in learning how to design your layouts? Do you need help? Do you need help with cutting things all at one time? Same thing with card making. Just look at. I think we're going to go ahead and put the photo layouts on there. So we got a 4x4, and then we have a 4x6 that are basically going to go kind of side by side. And I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back because one of them is going to go here. So you see a little bit of that limeade on the top and bottom. And then I'm going to take a peek at the comments here once I get this down. And then you see some of that between the photos as well. And then at the end. There we go. And then we're going to set this aside because I think there's some other stuff that goes down next. So we got that mounted. Let's see. Is it the wind? I woke up with a slight headache this morning, but it wasn't crazy like it's been before. But something is blowing in the air and it interfered with my head. Yes, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Bonnie, thank you for sharing. Marsha's more of a card maker. Okay. Alice used to scrapbook, but back to work and not much time. Do more cards. Okay. That's good to know. All right. So, well, the next thing we're going to do is I already put the 4x4 and 4x6. We're going to attach these 1x3 pieces. Let me get all my little pieces. We got 2 of the clouds, and then I should have another one of these smaller ones. I should. But I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's hiding. Okay, so we're going to put these pieces down next. And where is... Okay, so let's start with these pieces. These are going to go on the bottom right. So we're going to put this one down first. And then we're going to put the clouds, which I don't know that it's hard to tell on these clouds the direction they're going. But I'm going to do it this way. And then we're going to bump this one up right next to it. Along the bottom. And then we're going to do the same thing with these other 2 pieces, but we're going to put these up near the top. Okay, so this top right-hand corner, we're going to do that as well. This is a great way to use up some small pieces. So you minimize. Oh no, don't tell me I'm already out. No, I'm not. Great way to use up some small scraps. So you, it makes it look like once everything's put together, it makes it look like, you used a lot of big pieces when you really didn't. You're using those scraps. All right. And then now we have this big piece of glacier that basically is going to go right here to cover all of that blank space. And I think it's this way. Is it that way? I think it overlaps just a little bit. It must. Okay, so let's get that down. I think it's the lighter side that shows on the top. So let me get some adhesive to get this held down. Kind of cover all of that space. It might overlap a little bit on that pattern paper, and that is okay. And bring this piece down just a little bit. And get this lined up where I don't see. There we go. Okay. And then let's get that down. And then we have this piece of white daisy that we're going to put up at the top, but we need to also stamp on that. So I might wait on that one, but we have this long piece that has this pattern paper. This is going to go down here at the bottom. So let's get some adhesive on there. And go ahead and put this down here. I'm going to mat it. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and stamp. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. I'm trying to figure out. This is the stamp. The stamp is actually going to say the story of today. And it's supposed to go like right there. But that mat that we did a while ago with the pictures, I'm going to bring that back. And that goes in the center. So let me get, that kind of goes right there. So, okay, let me put this big mat down. Let's do that. So let's get some adhesive on the back. Get that down. And this is going to go Probably should put that piece of white down. All right, let's put it down. I'm going to end up stamping after everything's down because I want to make sure that I leave enough space. So let's map that. Go. All right, now let's go ahead and put this mat down. And I think it goes lined up to the edge. That's what it looks like. Right on top of where that pattern paper kind of comes together. And there's another mat that's going to go up there. And we've got this piece of limeade, our 3x3 photo, and I have this piece left over, but I can't figure out where this goes. This might be for page the second page, so I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to go ahead and put this 3x3 photo mat down on this piece of limeade, and I think we're going to use the darker side. And then I want to pop this up, so let's get some, let me get a couple of dimensionals on the back there to pop that up, because this is going to go basically right here, right there. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp on there, and let me get my mat underneath there. Okay, so we're going to stamp on that. We're going to stamp that in black. So let me ink this up really good. It's kind of a big stamp for me, so let me make sure I ink this up really good. And I can't grab onto the whole stamp, so that's a little frustrating now. So give me a moment. I don't know if y'all can see, but I have small hands, and so this big stamp is kind of like big and awkward for me. So just making sure that I'm getting this inked up really good. Alternatively, I could just put the stamp down there, separate the ink pad, and I can hold it that way and tap it, you know, kind of upside down. We hear you, Archie. He wants to be heard, you guys. And then I'm going to have to stand up in order to stamp this. And let me ink it up some more. It's the first time I've used this particular stamp. Greeting, South sentiment, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, that's going to be pretty. And it's going to go basically right here. Oh, that makes me nervous. Okay, let me give it some good pressure. That is all the stamping that we're doing. And let me go ahead and close up that black. Bring that back there. And we have a sticker. We have this kite sticker. I'm going to peel that off. And I'm just looking to see, yeah, you added. So we're going to pop that up with some dimensionals. It says foam tape, but I grabbed my dimensionals. Let's take a couple of those. We'll do 3. Let me get those off. And this is going to go to the left of what I just stamped. Kind of fill in that little area right there. And then we have this stamp right here. It says love grows here. And it's not a stamp, it's a sticker. It's kind of like an arrow. We're going to pop that up as well. It's supposed to go right here, but since I don't have a photo on there, I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to still put it on dimensionals. I want to put it right below the photo. Okay. So like in the picture, it shows on the photo, but I don't want to put it on a white photo mat. So I'm going to put it just right below the photo line right there. And then the last one is going to be this heart sticker. We're going to pop this up with a dimensional, and this one's going to go right there. And then we got a couple of little acrylic shapes that we're going to put on. One of them looks to be a small butterfly and a medium butterfly. And we're going to put those on with some glue dots. So we got this one to go there. And the small one, I'm going to put that on with a glue dot as well. And we're going to put him kind of going in that direction. And then let me get my sticker trash out of the way. And that is page number 1. Look at that, super cute. Super cute gnomes. Hello, Roberta. Thank you for sharing. It's snowing. Oh my goodness. Today is supposed to be like high 70s here, but I don't know about that. It's kind of chilly for being, but it's usually like at the end of the day when it warms up. So, but anyway, it's too windy out there right now. So, but that is page number 1. So let me grab page number 2, which is a little bit more involved. So we got, look at all those pieces to page number 2, you guys. But the base is this piece of patterned paper, and we actually have to flip that. So we're gonna flip it that way where our little lines are going up and down. I'm gonna try to keep that there so I know that y'all can see the whole layout at the same time. So this one says we need to attach this large piece of glacier on first, but we need to line it up with page number 1. So let me move that out of the way. So let me put page number 1 right next to it. And that way I'll know where to put this piece of glacier. And it's the light side that is showing. I think before the end of this demonstration, I'm going to run out of adhesive again. All right, so we're going to line that up. Perfect. Okay, so got that lined up. Scoot that into place a little bit. It moved on me. There we go. All right, so we got that big piece of glacier down. Then we have this strip of patterned paper that we're going to put over here to the left. So let's get that on. Put that right there. I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch on the left, top and bottom. And then add the white piece next to it. I've got a bunch of pieces here, you guys. Add the white piece. What white piece? I don't have a white piece. Was I supposed to have a white piece? There's supposed to be a white piece, y'all. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't have a white piece. I got honey butter. I got all these other pieces. Let me look at my let me look at what's left in my little scraps here. I don't know how I missed that. See? I almost knew. I do have a big white piece left, but I don't recall. It's supposed to be bigger. Let's see. Let me take a look at what white piece needs to go there. Oops, I think I missed a white piece. Project 4. What's that? 9.5 by 7.5. 9.5 by 7.5. Okay, remember that. 9.5 by 7.5. That's what it's supposed to be. 9.5 by 7.5. 9.5 by 7.5. Okay, 9.5 by 7.5. hope I didn't leave that off the video. Now I'm wondering. This piece is supposed to go over here to the right, just like that. So let's go ahead and put that down. Well, if you're in the same situation that I'm in, and you don't have a white piece, that extra 12 by 12 piece of white daisy you have with your cardstock, cut it down to 9.5 by 7.5, and then we'll be good to go. So this one's going to go basically fill up the rest of this spot here. Okay. I know that looks a little bit off, but at least it's even all the way around. And most of this little bitty gap that I have right there, it's a very small gap. It's going to get covered up with the pictures that we have here. So add the glacier cardstock to the limeade. Where's my? We got 2 of them here. 2 limeades. We got 2 honey butters. I'm putting these down loosely. Then we have, oh, there's that one piece that was on the other one goes there. And then I have a second piece that goes there. And then we have our 3 by 4 photos. I'm making sure I got all my pieces here. But I also have, and that goes there. What's up with this piece? Oh, that goes on the back one of those photos. Okay. Oof. All right, so let's go ahead and mat those. We're going to mat this piece of limeade on this piece of honey butter. We're going to do this twice with both of these pieces that I have here. And then we're going to take this piece of glacier and we're going to put this kind of over to the left, just on the left side. And then on the back, that's what's really weird, is you don't even see the back. You're only going to see what shows on the front, but you cut this whole piece. That's what doesn't make sense, you guys. We cut this whole piece and you're only going to see like the top 1/4 inch, and the rest of this is like scrap. So I'm going to cut this down so I can have a little bit of more scrap. I don't know why, but that's what the instructions had. Let me cut it to 2 inches, just so it's an even cut. So if you're there, then you don't need, because you're only going to see a little bit of that, and that goes on the back. It could have been even smaller too, by the way. Give that little bit of pressure, because on the back here we're going to end up putting that up with some foam 3D tape. You could also use dimensionals if you wanted, but the foam 3D tape will go and cover a longer, more wider surface. And so we'll do that. And you can cut however big of a strip you need, however long. It's just awkward for me to use, which is why I actually prefer to use dimensionals when I'm doing this. If you want to put some in the middle, you can go ahead and put some in the middle just to help stabilize the middle. And then we flip it over, and this one's going to go kind of like that, kind of at an angle. And then we're going to put our 3 by 4 photos right in the center, so you can see all of those layers of color. And this one's going to go right beneath it. I think it's a kind of a cool way to do you up some photos. And then same thing over here. So let's put this one together. This one doesn't look like it goes up with dimensions or foam tape or anything like that. This one looks like it goes straight down, which I think it's okay too. That way you have that little bit of, you know, dimension on that, on this layout. Okay, same thing. This one goes to the right. Okay, I'm glad I didn't put that down all the way. So it's kind of like mirroring this piece over here. And then that one's going to kind of go right underneath that one. Kind of like that. I'm going to leave a little bit of that white showing. So let's get some adhesive on there. Flip that around and just slide that underneath so it overlaps just a little bit. Let's go ahead and put these on, the 3x4 photos here as well. And then right underneath there. Okay. And then I think this is the piece that I had cut off. But you do have a, this is 3x3 piece of jade that I'm not looking at the instructions, but I am going to go ahead and just put this up on dimensionals just to get it up off the page, because on top of this one is going to go a sticker. That's going to be, it's like a postage stamp kind of sticker that was from the sticker sheet. And this one's going to fill up this little area over here. Just like that. And then the sticker is the one that says live life in full bloom. And I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a postage stamp all around it. And you just peel that off, and we're going to put that right in the middle of this piece of jade. There we go. And then I got a couple of, we got a bloom and grow sticker. And I'm going to put that up with dimensionals. It's going to go right up here above the photo set on the right side. And then there's another sticker that goes over here on this side. So we're going to put this one right above, right here, right above that photo there. And the other sticker is the, actually there's two stickers. We have this one that says sweet. I'm going to put that up with a dimensional as well. And this one's going to go kind of over here. And let me put it, I'm going to put the dimensional on this side right here. And I don't want it to cover up the photo because there's no photo there. So I put the dimensional on my left side so that it would attach to this piece of pattern paper and just kind of sit on top of that cardstock mat. So it's not so wonky, basically. And the other one is this long sticker, but we're not going to use the whole sticker. I'm just going to cut part of it because you're only going to see part of it. And so let me cut about, I don't know, I guess about 1/2 inch, maybe. And it's okay if it's crooked because where it's going, where it's going is right here. I'm just going to slide that right under there, just like that. It just sits on top of that piece of jade. And so you can use this if you have something else. It's just another part of the sticker. So that's why I didn't take the whole thing off. And then we can put a couple of, I can grab it. We're going to put a couple of these acrylic shapes. I'm having a hard time grabbing stuff with some glue dots. I'm going to put one over here on this sticker in the bottom right hand. And it's going to go kind of right, like right there. And that's the only other spot where it shows an acrylic shape going. So that's page number 2. That is page number 2. I wanted to show you guys the picture in the instructions, that's the back of this one where that piece of jade was coming out. And you see all of that gets covered up. So that's why I cut it down and only showed, you know, 1/2 inch from the other side, because that seems wasted. And now you have a good piece of jade cardstock that you can use for something else. But that's number 2. And then let me move all these little shapes over to the right. Let me catch up on some comments too. Thank you, Roberta. Donna says, I need a scrapbook so bad, need to make time for my cards as well. Yeah. 68 and windy. Oh yeah. 27. Oh my goodness. Thank you for sharing, Donna. Yes, it's okay. Hello, Dorothy. Yeah, that one had a lot of pieces. Hello, Darcy. No worries. Thank you for sharing. All right, so let me pull this up a little bit. And then let me bring back page number 1. Put that down there so you can see both pages side by side. So this is the Gnomes for spring. This is the final project. So we're technically done with Gnomes. I think it is still available. It had gone away, but then it came back. And I want to say I was on there earlier, and I believe this same kit is still available to order if you wanted to order it. So let me do something really quick. I think I have. So that was project 4. And then last week, I'm going to show you all of I think that one went there. So this is project 3 right here. Yeah, that was project 3. And then this one was project 2 right there. Lots of projects. And this was the very first one that I kind of did solo that was considered project 1. And it's kind of like a bonus project because most of the other class kits just have enough supplies to create 3 12 by 12 layouts. But this one had enough for 3 12 by 12 layouts, a single one, which I think this right here, even if you don't scrapbook, to put something together like this and put it like in a 12 by 12 frame, maybe even a shadow box frame, and go ahead and put pictures on there and be able to gift it somebody. That's a really easy. The layout is a really simple, pretty layout. And if you have a favorite paper, all you have to do is just substitute for your favorite paper and your favorite cardstock color that coordinates with it. This kit just made it so much more easy. And even with all of that, I still had all of these scraps left over to use. And then I still have, I don't know if you can see it. Let me over here, all of those little acrylic shapes. I still have almost a 1/2 bag of acrylic shapes left over. So I can go back and add more to these layouts if I wanted to. Okay, I can't ever get this straight, you guys. There we go. That'll have to work. Oh, there it is. So I still have plenty of supplies left over in order to either go back and add to these layouts, come up with my own layout with using all these scraps. These are great scraps for cards. If you wanted to, die cut, shapes and things like that to use up these scraps. So there's still plenty left over, not to mention the stamp set that comes with it, with the dies, which I don't know what I did with it. I had it out because I had that stamp I had to pull out, but you can get it, and then you can add more paper. If you want to add more paper or more coordinating cardstock, you can do really whatever you wanted to do with this. But if you like the gnomes, I don't know that we're going to get summer gnomes out of the deal before Close to My Heart closes. So I don't want to say, yes, so, you know, summer gnomes are coming, because I don't know that for certain. I doubt it. But if you like gnomes in spring, then you definitely want to grab this particular kit before it truly is gone. It's supposed to only be available through the end of this month or while supplies last. But when they start liquidating products, you may see it online. So I would go check out my website and go look at that before it's too late. Thank you, Roberta. Alice asked, how much are the kits? All of the kits, they vary in price depending on if you want it with or without memory protectors. If you add the stamp set or thin cuts with it, generally, let me look at my, where's my flyer? I had my Gnomes flyer here with me. Let's see. I put it back in my box. There's the stamp set. And this is big. These are big because they're designed for scrapbooking. So you want to have big, and then you've got that set, and then there was a larger set of gnomes, thin cuts for big gnomes. Let me see. This particular one, the Scrapbooking Workshop, this one is $75.95, and it comes with all of the paper, all of the cardstock, the set, the baggie of acrylic shapes, that stamp set, these large dies, and the smaller dies as well. If you get it without the stamp set, it's only $34.95. So if you're not concerned with having the stamps, you can get it that way. If you want to just make cards with this paper, it's gorgeous paper to make cards, which, by the way, I pulled, y'all remember when I made the cards, the Gnomes for Spring card making workshop? Was it a couple of weeks back? Because last week we did the Honey Bunny card making kit. So I pulled both sets of my cards, and those are gonna be the prizes for today. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 drawings, but yeah, it's not a bad price, and you can basically customize it depending on if you want the scrapbooking set or if you want the card making set. If you just want more paper, if you just want more cardstock, if you just want the stamp set, if you just want, that's the joy of being able to, basically customize what you want. So it all depends on what you want, but if you want the entire kit, that one is $75.95, and then it's $34.95 without the stamp set or the thin cuts. So let's put that back. Let me share my screen. Yeah, that's not bad. Let me share my screen here. Present, share screen. We want that. And let me make sure I'm still logged in. All right, so I showed you, I'm going to do 2 drawings, one for last Saturday night, which I'm going to give away. Each prize is going to be a set, which, if you remember correctly, the Gnomes for Spring card making workshop, we made 16 cards. So each one of these prizes is going to be a set of the 8 cards. And let me do the drawing, and then I will show you for anybody that might have missed it. But let me shuffle. Which one did I pull up? Oh, hold on. Let me log back in so I can tell you which one. It doesn't matter. Both the prizes are the same for the. So let's do last Saturday night's video first. Let's keep it in order. So let me shuffle. So thank you to everybody that watched and commented, shared. whether it's Facebook or YouTube. So let's give away one set of those cards, and then we'll do the other drawing for the other set. Marianne Sanders. Congratulations, Marianne. And let me get to the other wheel, which is 317, last Sunday. A little bit more names on there. Let me shuffle. So congratulations, Marianne. And let's give away a second set of cards. And let's spin it. What's it going to be? Ah! Jules Sparky. I just mailed her card, her prize out the other day, and she was like, "What did you email? What did you send me?" Let me stop sharing. Get back into StreamYard. Say congratulations. That's my cousin Julie from Sherman, Texas. But these are the cards. So each one of these, so Marianne Sanders and Julie, they're going to get a set of each one of these cards. And let me show you real quickly. If you didn't see that video, there's that one. There's that one. There's that one. 8 cards plus envelopes. What a prize, right? And that one, you are special. Sending a happy hello. Best wishes. And sending a happy hello. And then all the envelopes that go with it. So, wow. I had a hard time thinking about separating all of these cards. So I'm like, nope, I'm just going to go ahead and do a whole set of 8. So congratulations. And that is it for gnomes. There's no more gnomes. No more summer, no more spring gnomes. Let's see. Alice, I'm just going to suggest that you go to my website, and in the event details is going to be a link where you can go look at my website. It'll say like order here. That'll just take you to my website, and you can go browse to see what they have. Now, I will tell you all, unless you didn't know, it's Close to My Heart is closing its operations. Okay, so after April 30th, I'll no longer be a maker with Close to My Heart. And so I'm going to be doing something completely different going forward. So I'm still going to go live once a week. And from what I could tell, the majority were okay with keeping Sunday afternoons at 3 p.m. for the live. And that's just going to be the one day where I will. Now, that doesn't mean I won't do bonus stuff, post bonus stuff for you, like little quick, tutorials or videos and stuff like that. But that'll be my scheduled regular live. But I'll be doing something completely different and bringing to you some more super cute paper and other products and things like that to be able to show you guys. But online, there's a lot of things that are not available just because they're out of stock. They're making more. I personally have 2 orders that I've been waiting for since the beginning of March, and they haven't even shipped yet. So they're behind on shipping just because there's a lot of orders going in, and they're trying to keep up with the demand. And yeah, so that's kind of where things are. So if you see something that says unavailable, if I remember correctly, what does that say? I'm going to read to you what they have on their website on my side. It says the unavailable list shows all items that are currently out of stock. The expected availability column gives more information about when the item's in stock. So basically, if something's marked retired, it's permanently out of stock. If an item is listed as unavailable, then it's under review to determine whether more stock will be ordered. So there's no guarantee more stock will come in with that. But if an item says coming soon, then it will return to availability, but they don't yet have a delivery date. So you can order it. No, it'll say out of stock. It won't let you order because I tried doing that. So you just have to keep checking back. But there is still a lot of great things. I will tell you, make sure to go check the clearance section because there are some really great deals on the clearance section as well. What, a week or so ago, they added stamps, they added thin cuts. There's more things that they added to the clearance section. And then at the end of April, beginning of May, they're going to start going through their liquidation process. So you're probably going to see more things on there. If you're a VIP, you'll be able to see more things that you can use to finish using your credits before they're completely gone and you can't use them anymore. And so, but if you're looking for something specific, especially like Gnomes, if you see it on there, I would go ahead and get it. Cardstock Carnival is still happening. That was the big paper sale for the whole month of March. But like I said, I ordered it back at the 1st and I still don't have my Cardstock Carnival yet. And there's some of those things that are for my retreat as well. So I'm hoping that I get all that stuff before we have retreat, which is in like a month. And so that's kind of what's making me nervous over here on my side. So just go check out my website. And if you see something and it's available, go ahead and grab it while you can. Yes, congratulations, everybody. All right. Is that it? I think that's it. We're doing good on time, 52 minutes. So thank you all for joining me this afternoon. Have a great day wherever you're at. We will see you back. We'll see you back next Saturday night. I have another workshop kit that I want to put together, but I can tell you right now it's not available. So I'm really struggling with that because I want to be able to show you guys more layouts. And I have one kit available that I have, but they're great layouts. So I'm really struggling with what to do next Saturday night. So whatever I decide, just keep a lookout. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. That way, you know when I go live or I upload a video, and then you'll get that notification. Turn on your bell notifications. And so other than that, y'all have a great rest of your day. Make sure to check on your elderly neighbors. Enjoy. If you have beautiful weather, enjoy it. If wherever you're at, even if you like the cold, enjoy it. So enjoy the weather wherever you're at. And we will see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.